A single football match has just plunged the entire nation into a fierce debate, pitting furious headteachers against desperate parents and millions of school children who are begging for permission to break the rules. When the clock strikes 1 in the morning, where should a child be? Fast asleep in bed, preparing for a crucial day of education, or glued to the television screen, witnessing what could be a historic moment for English football? This isn't just about 90 minutes of sport anymore. This 1 a.m. World Cup fixture has crossed the line from back-page sports news straight into the front-page headlines of every major newspaper, sparking a massive national conversation about parenting, school attendance, and the cultural weight of our national obsession. Imagine the scene in households up and down the country right now. It is a school night, the house is dark, but the living room glow is reflecting off the faces of millions of fans. For the younger generation, this is the ultimate test of negotiation. They are arguing that these moments only happen once every 4 years, that memories are being made, and that missing this game would mean missing out on a defining cultural milestone. On the other side of the kitchen table, parents are staring down the barrel of a logistical nightmare. Letting their kids stay up until nearly 3 in the morning means dealing with exhausted, cranky, and completely unfocused children the next day. And it is not just a domestic dispute, schools have officially entered the chat, and their stance is causing a massive wave of backlash. Several prominent headteachers and educational trusts have already sent out urgent letters to parents, making their positions crystal clear. The message is simple: school starts at the usual time, attendance is mandatory, and late arrivals or absences fueled by World Cup exhaustion will not be tolerated. Some school leaders have even gone as far as warning that fines could be issued for unauthorized absences the morning after the match. They argue that the curriculum stops for no one, and with crucial exams on the horizon, sacrificing a full day of learning for a football match is entirely irresponsible. But this rigid, traditional approach has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, triggering an immediate and passionate counterargument from fans, cultural commentators, and even some public figures who believe these schools are completely out of touch with reality. Think about what makes the World Cup so special. It is one of the very few events that can genuinely unite a fragmented society, bringing families, neighbors, and strangers together in shared hope and anxiety. Supporters of letting the kids stay up argue that the life lessons learned from being part of a massive national moment, experiencing the highs and lows of elite sportsmanship, and sharing an unforgettable memory with their parents far outweigh a single morning of sleepy math lessons. Some progressive parents are even calling for schools to show a bit of flexibility, suggesting that registration times should be pushed back by an hour or two just for one morning, allowing the nation to breathe and recover together. After all, if the country can celebrate together, why can we not adapt together? Yet, the logistical reality for working parents makes this debate even more complicated. If a school refuses to shift its start time, a parent who has to be at work by 8 in the morning cannot just allow their child to sleep in. It creates a chaotic divide between families who have the flexibility to manage the fallout of a late night and those who are bound by strict corporate schedules and unforgiving school gates. This fixture has exposed a fascinating cultural rift. It highlights the clash between the rigid structures of the modern educational system and the chaotic, emotional demands of a football-mad nation. Public figures have weighed in, with former players reminding the public that it was precisely these late-night, summer tournament memories that inspired them to pick up a football in the first place. They argue that by forcing kids to bed, we might be suppressing the passion of the next generation of English talent. But as the countdown to kickoff continues, the tension is only building. Social media is flooded with parents sharing their game plans. Some are choosing a middle ground, promising to wake their children up just for the second half, while others are recording the match and enforcing a strict social media blackout the next morning, hoping to recreate the excitement at the breakfast table without the sleep deprivation. But let's be honest, in the age of instant smartphone notifications and group chats, keeping a World Cup result a secret until 7 a.m. is practically impossible. The pressure on these kids to know what happened in real time is immense, and the fear of missing out is driving the debate to a boiling point. This match has become a symbol of a much larger question: what do we value more as a society? Is it the unbreakable, predictable routine of our institutions, or is it the rare, spontaneous moments of national unity that stay with us for the rest of our lives? There is no easy answer, and as 1 o'clock approaches, millions of households will have to make a definitive choice. The classrooms the next morning will tell the real story, whether through empty desks or rows of yawning students. This debate is far from over, and everyone seems to have a strong opinion on where the line should be drawn. Now, it is your turn to weigh in on this national dilemma. Should parents put their foot down and enforce a strict bedtime, or should schools show some leniency and let the children be part of history? If you found this breakdown interesting and want to stay updated on all the biggest talking points, news, and cultural debates surrounding the tournament, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Don't forget to drop a like on the video to help us reach more fans, and leave a comment below letting us know exactly what you would do in this situation.